What's going on, guys? Coach Noob back in the building with another one. As usual, it's going to be jam packed full of jewels. Anytime is always appreciated. Could you be doing anything but you hear me checking out these reviews? And this one is another wild one about a man who killed his wife, her daughter, and then himself. So, let's check it out.
Tonight, a tragedy as two women trying to get help for domestic violence were gunned down.
Police say a 51-year-old man shot and killed his wife and her daughter just 5 days after he was served with a protective order.
Yeah, this happened outside the Cabarrus Department of Social Services office in Kannapolis as the two women were trying to talk to officials. WCNC Charlotte's Anna King takes a look at the investigation.
All right, man. Physical health, mental health, spiritual health, decision making, and you already know what it is. And it's wild because this guy would do that outside of the social services office. So you already know it's mental health, man. It makes somebody do something like that in broad daylight. And it's usually a sheriff in there when you go in there and a police already. So he wasn't thinking logically and rationally. He was in his feelings. And like I always say, that's an example of what happens when you're in your feelings, man. And then 5 days after the order of protection was put on him, he still, he was probably in his feelings because his wife didn't want to talk to him. And, it's like she probably didn't want to argue with him, keep going back and forth. Clearly, things were getting worse because they weren't getting better. And then he unalived her daughter. It wasn't his daughter. But it really it doesn't matter whose daughter it was. He just took everybody out that was right there, and most likely her daughter didn't have anything to do with him and his wife's situation. But he still took it upon himself to just, make the worst decision possible. This is the best decision that you can make at the time, man. Doing something like this in broad daylight, man, that's crazy. And you need to really, take a step back, get your life together, man. Work on yourself, and use this as an example, man, what people do. See how they just crash out and make things worse for themselves. And then, he took his own life too. So it's too late for him to do anything, man. He probably didn't want to go to jail, didn't want to face the consequences of what he did, going to jail for life. Why would you even unalive her in the first place then, man? Off of being in your feelings and not being able to control your emotions, this is what that does, man. That's why it's so important for men, for you to make sure that your mental health is intact, even if it means that, see, what he didn't realize is that the order of protection was a good thing so that he can reflect on what he was doing that wasn't right. And at the same time, man, he didn't even think about it like that. He just thought she was whatever he was thinking, man, because we don't know. But, it probably was somewhere along the lines of she was trying to leave him, didn't want to be with him anymore. He didn't see what he was doing, man. His actions, how crazy they were until it was too late. So, and just take the time to think before you act, man. Because it's if you act like this, then 10 times out of 10, it's not going to be a good situation, man. You're going to end up like this.
Yeah, officials were out here for hours working to piece together what happened here this morning in this busy parking lot where two people were killed. And residents we spoke with this morning told us they were lucky to have just missed it.
Then the parking lot was busy, man. That's crazy. You know, he didn't care about none of that. Broad daylight on top of that. It's a number of things that, you know, we could sit here and go over all day, bro. But just, you know, and think about that, bro. Like, you definitely know that wasn't worth it, especially in front of that social services building, man. It's already police in there. They're on duty all day.
A quiet morning shattered by chaos. Shots
Bullet
fired.
holes in
The
the
crazy
truck.
scene for sure.
Mm.
Around 8:30 this morning, Kannapolis police got the call. A shooting in the parking lot of the busy Cabarrus Department of Social Services, sending a wave of fear through families and workers.
God was with me, my family, because we just was pulling in as we see this.
Cabarrus County deputies were already at the scene when Kannapolis police arrived. They found 45-year-old Maria Julian Picardo and her 19-year-old daughter, Yamalaine Sosa Julian. Police say the suspect, 51-year-old Rafael Lopez, who was married to Julian Picardo, took off and a Cabarrus County Sheriff's deputy was trying to catch up with him.
Look, man, more bullet holes. Oh, that's the same truck with the bullet holes in the truck, bro. Just unloaded, man, a clip. Then he's 51 years old. 51 is, honestly, it's to any age, you know, it's crazy to be doing this. At 51 years old, man, you should be in control of your emotions already, bro. Hey, you should already have mastered that, and to the point where your wife, and you should know your wife already. I miss how long they've been married or whatever, but if you're 51, you know, and she's 45, so she's probably just starting to mature a little bit. At that age, man, you should already know your wife if you've been with her for a while, and you know, acting crazy with any woman is gonna lead to them getting a protection order, or you know how they get and try to match, you know what I'm saying, your energy and all of that stuff, and talk crazy and all of that, man. So if you know you can't control yourself, then this type of stuff is gonna happen. It's not worth it, man. Like, just control yourself, man. Do what you gotta do for you. In this case, it seemed like he didn't even need to have a wife, bro. Like, he just needed to get his stuff together. 51, he should have been either retired or damn near retired and doing what he, you know, need to be doing. Chilling, having some hobbies and stuff like that to keep his, so he don't even have to deal with her like on that level to the point where you arguing with her and fighting with her and all of that, bro, because it's not going to end well for you.
Police say the pursuit ended miles away when the suspect pulled over along Lower Palmer Road in Rockwell and turned the gun on himself. Law enforcement and DSS began investigating a domestic violence incident involving the couple on February 1st. On February 6th, Lopez was charged with domestic assault. Last Friday, he was served with a temporary domestic protective order. The two victims were at DSS this morning to meet with a social worker to further discuss the February 1st incident. For those in the community, this was yet another tragic reminder of rising violence.
So it definitely got worse since February, bro. And it had already been going that way, because things don't get that bad that fast when you know, if you newly married, or sometimes, you know, these crazy stories do on a lot of news. But in this case, man, you know what I'm saying, he took 3 lives, which was crazy, and instead of stepping back, man, realizing what he did, bro, as far as even getting in a situation to have the order of protection put on him, you know, that's too much right there. If she got to go do all that and, you know, you still don't get it and you need some help, bro, go, you know, get your shit together, go get yourself right, man. There's nothing wrong with that, man. There's nothing wrong with handling your business for yourself, man. Making a better life for yourself. That's what the whole point is. He going backwards.
Because it's been happening too much. We can't even send our kids to school. We can't come to the DSS without something like this happening in the city that I grew up in. and it's sad, and it's got to stop somewhere along the line.
No DSS employee was injured in the shooting, and of course, as we learn more and get more information, we will be sure to continue to keep you updated here and on our website at WCNC.com. Live here in Cabarrus County, Anna King, WCNC Charlotte.
Man, crazy, bro. Man, he injured somebody else on top of that. He was just racking up them charges, man. It's just, man. It just gets like, man, people just don't care. Like, all these videos, they're not the same. They're different people doing the same or similar things. Like, you see a lot of them, man, kill wife and the family, neighbors and all of that, bro. It's just, that's how serious this mental health thing really is, bro. If you take a step back and just look at what people are doing, and man, they do it like this shit is okay. You know what I'm saying? That's why it's so important to make good decisions, bro, because they do affect you and everyone around you. And like the lady said, somebody else got injured off of him doing that, man. So I'll just look at these and know your situation is not that bad, and it can get better fast, or it can get worse fast, depending on what you decide. 'Cause, we got free will, and you're able to do whatever you want to do, man. So make the most of your time. You know what I'm saying? But anyways, it's Coach Noob. Like, share, comment, subscribe if you're digging this kind of content. Anytime is always appreciated because you could be doing anything, but you heard me checking out these reviews. Until next time, I'm out.